everyone, welcome to my new video. Today we're going to make some homemade ice cream sandwiches. Ice cream sandwiches. And I have a tub of peppermint ice cream in there that I bought for Christmas that is rock hard. So we're going to try to overcome that and make up some nice ice cream sandwiches. So I thought for the base of the unit, on the base of the ice cream sandwiches, we're going to use Oreo cookies. So I am going to get rid of the filling of half a package here, and we'll see if we can get away with half a pack for the bottom layer. So let me get busy on this, and we will see you when I've got these all cleaned up. Okay, so I ended up using 2 whole strips of this family size, so luckily I bought 2 packages of these, so we'll end up going into that second package, I think. If anybody's got any idea what I can do with that, let me know in the comments below. Let's get these cookies crumbled up. Okay, so we coarsely crumbled those. Only need to be coarsely crumbled because what we're going to do now is make this into almost what I would call a batter. By just adding water. So I'm starting out with a cup. We'll see how much water I add. That's half a cup. Let's start with that. Now it sounds counterintuitive to add water to this, but what we're hoping to do, well, I've done this before, not with this recipe, but I haven't done this recipe before, but we've done this before in other things, is I'm making this into a deliciously flavored crust. And in this case, we'll call it the cookie of the ice cream sandwich. By adding water, we're not adding any flavor to the Oreos, and the Oreos are just delicious. One thing you can say about their Oreo cookies is they have got the chocolate down perfect. And the water, when it sublimates, makes it an airy type of crust stroke cookie. Oh, I'll just put a cup of water in there. It'll be a little bit runny, but that's alright. I want all those crumbs to dissolve pretty much. I mean, if they don't dissolve totally, it's not a bad thing. We just got to be able to spread this out in our tray. That looks pretty good. Okay. We've got our Harvest Right tray there with a silicone liner. I don't use the parchment paper. I'm guessing parchment paper would work on this. I just like the silicone. So we're going to spread this out in there. So I think I could have got away with one row and a half a row. Take a little bit more. don't you think? Alright, that looks pretty good. How much do I got in there? Yeah, it's a thin layer. Okay, let's put this in the freezer, and we're going to get this all firmed up in the freezer. So I'll see you when it comes out of the freezer. Okay, I made up another tray, because I think I got enough for everything. And I spread some of this peppermint on there after it softened up a bit, and it worked all right. So this is my second batch, and all we're going to do is spread this peppermint ice cream on there. I stuck this back in the freezer because it was starting to get too soft. So it might be a little bit complicated to spread, but we'll make it work. Dadgummit. It wasn't frozen enough. Let me stick this back in the freezer. Get that frozen more. Okay, well that second one that I did is refreezing because I didn't let it freeze long enough for the cookie dough to get totally firm. We are going to go back to the first one, and I'm into my second package of Oreo cookies, if anybody's keeping track. Going to spread that out on there. And this is my first one. Try to get everything covered so we don't see no pink. I got a tool for that. I don't know if it'll work. We'll try it. I don't want to see the pink if I can help it. Let's see if we can get some more out of this, just to finish that off. Alright, that seemed to do alright. So, what I thought I would do is take these dividers and cut them into sandwich shapes. Then we'll have a nice ice cream sandwich. Now I don't know if this is going all the way through the bottom. I should be about there. All the way through. Someone suggested I might be able to do that on these and save trying to press things down. So we'll get that in the freezer, frozen solid, and into the freeze dryer. I got one more in the freezer firming up that I got to finish off, and next time you see these, they'll be coming out of the freeze dryer. And there we have it, my beautiful peppermint ice cream sandwiches, homemade. Now let's get these molds out. that worked pretty good. Nothing stuck to it. I'm super happy with that. There you go. That's what it looks like. Let me get these all packaged up and I'll come back and we'll do a taste test. Okay, so here we go. Nice peppermint with the chocolate coating on it. Let's see how they taste. That, my friends, is a very nice combination. The Oreo cookie on the outside is the perfect consistency. Very chocolatey, just like an Oreo cookie is. So that water didn't change it any bit at all. Very cocoa-y flavor. And that peppermint ice cream in the middle, I'd say, is a perfect balance. It's not overwhelmingly peppermint. You can definitely taste the peppermint, but it's not overwhelmingly high flavored. Does that make sense? Just a perfect balance, I think. This ice cream had little flakes of peppermint stick in it. I wasn't sure how that would react, but it seems to have done all right. Now, if you're going to do this, remember that after you spread your ice cream on there and put your top layer, you definitely want to pre-freeze this for at least 24 hours to get that nice and solid, that almost melted ice cream. Otherwise, you could end up with an explosion when you put it in your freeze dryer. So what I did was I put it in my freezer for 24 hours. Then when it came time to do this, I selected pre-frozen on my freeze dryer, and after 30 minutes it tells you to put the food in there. I waited another, I think it was like 15 minutes, just to make sure that temperature got down inside the chamber before I put the food in and press continue and all the stuff it tells you to do. You want that chamber pre-frozen, and you want your food pre-frozen before you put it in there. That way it doesn't thaw out any, and you won't end up with a big explosion. Those molds really did the trick, and I think it was the perfect size that I chose to do them, because it kind of looks like a miniature little ice cream sandwich. So everything about this experiment turned out very well. I'm happy. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you try this one. This is a nice one to do, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thanks for watching.